Okay, Team Associated Rival MT. Okay, man, did I have to go into the vault to get this damn thing? This is the oldest running car I have, and I want to say it's about 80% stock. Yeah, of course, it don't have the stock electric, those are long gone, but it is what it is. As for what this truck is, I mean, it's a rival. It's old. It has both the spur. Okay, let me think about this. It's been so long since I've touched this truck. It's been probably 3.5 years since I touched this truck. So this truck has the slipper clutch and the center diff, which is kind of nuts. I mean, you can go up in this thing and tighten up the slipper clutch all the way, and you will still have the center diff to deal with. So it is what it is. But let's see, can it actually really? And yeah, it can. And let's not do that anymore. Since the spur on this thing is huge and it's plastic, and it's definitely not all the way tightened up. Since I am running it on 6S, I think I haven't touched this truck since I bought all of those BLX 200 ESCs. I put one of them in this thing. So that was a long time ago. Yeah, I definitely remember that sound, that crazy spinning up this car does. Since it has both a slipper and a center diff, it does a lot of that spinning up. And since it is running 6S, I don't even know what motor I put in this truck, because it didn't have a motor. So let's see, what side is the motor on? Oh yeah, and you see I put my body inside the chassis a little bit to keep it from getting ripped apart. Oh look, this is one of those little things out of dynamite fuse. What car did that come out of? Like it actually matters. No, it does matter, because I need to know the KV of this stupid motor. Let's see. It came out of a Force RC, so it's 1600. So it's 1600 kV. So that's pretty good. Yeah, that's what we want. We don't want crazy KVs with this stupid thing, because there's a lot of parts to this truck, since it is based off of that old MGT platform. There's a whole lot of upgrades available for this damn thing too. And upgrade wise, well, you can see I put the bullet ball on there. Shot caps, and oh yeah, the body mounts. I put that purple thing from the Red Cat in there because the old one's broke. Yeah, that's the only thing that was actually wrong with this truck sitting in the vault. The body mounts was broke. Oh yeah, I do have that aluminum Ackerman steering setup in there, because the original one, I have no clue what happened to that. Now I actually do have I'm pretty sure I got RPM arms, the metal shock towers, and steering blocks in there that I've absolutely never put on this truck. That's crazy. I never put that stuff on this truck. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't want to deal with the weight. Because all that stuff will add a lot of weight to this thing. And you can see it's doing that lovely leaning into the steering that I absolutely love about this truck. This truck actually doesn't drive like a monster truck. It drives like a truck, but since I don't want to destroy or put the drivetrain to the test, I do have the flipper kind of loose. So you can see those front wheels are ballooning like crazy, so it's fine. Oh yeah, that's spinning up. And I put that 1600 kV motor in this thing, so you really know I want to baby this truck. Man, I love how this thing steers into the turn. Oh man, it steers so hard into the turn that the wheel almost touches the body when it's turning. That's wow. And another thing about this truck is that the chassis on this thing is so built. I mean, I want to say this is literally the strongest chassis I've ever seen on any truck, 1/8 scale. Absolute strongest chassis period. You can't get any stronger than this thing. You can't. Unless it's a solid aluminum block. Man. Okay, how old is this truck? I think I got it, what, 2013, I want to say. I think it was, it might have been at the end of 2012, probably for Christmas. Yeah, Christmas present. It might have been a Christmas present. So this truck, man, this truck is almost 9 years old and it's still running. Still have all the stock drivetrain components on every single bit of the drivetrain on this truck is stock. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And when you look at this truck, the CVD axles are ready. Here, oh my God, they're what? They're 6mm axles? Oh my God, I'm like, what? What? I mean, most 1/8 scales have 8mm axles. So, I know I haven't driven this truck in a while, but it's a success, and I do know I got the slip wall crappy and whatnot, but when I was running this thing, I had slipper tighten all the way, I had 1 million in the center diff. So, yeah, I know the drivetrain can take some stuff. Oh my God, I love how this truck turns. Oh yeah. I did buy a set of aluminum shocks, the ones that's on eBay right now for like 80 bucks. I got a set of those and I've tried it on this truck with like a 1,000 CST oil in them. And it makes this truck drive on rails. Absolutely. It stiffens up the suspension a lot. So it really doesn't do all of this turning into the turn a lot. But that actually helps this truck turn, so I took them off. It's not like I'm gonna really bash the hell out of this truck. Man, this truck can turn. I mean, this truck turns so well. Right at me too. Okay, I need to stop doing that. I don't want to blow no internals. Man. Considering how well this thing handles, I'm surprised I only got one of them. And oh yeah, that wheelie bar is off of the Creighton 8S, obviously, since I haven't used any of it. No, it's not off the Creighton, it's off the Outcast. Yeah. Yeah, since I have two of them that I pretty much don't use, I put one of them on here. And it actually looks decent on this truck. This truck is that big. I mean, size-wise, size and chassis-wise, it's a little bit longer and a little bit narrower than the 8-scale crate. So monster truck-wise, this thing is just about as big as the narrow, which is insane. Oh yeah, another thing, the tires on this truck are 100% stock. I mean, these tires are 9 years old. That is insane. And yeah, it's actually been sitting in the house for all this time, so they're not even dry rotted. Like a 9-year-old tire. It's not even dry rotted. That's nuts. And this car is so old. It's even before I started venting the tire. So that's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. And the freaking tires, they look awesome. But freaking 9-year-old tires. Are you joking me? Yeah. They definitely knew how to build trucks back in the day. Back in the day, right before they started really pushing that shitty plastic that they put on the truck. Of course, this truck do have some suspect plastic parts too. I mean, when I first had this truck, it was a lot of people complaining about the shock towers breaking and the arms breaking and the body mounts breaking. I broke the body mounts too. So. But yeah, if you're gonna jump this truck, you're probably gonna break the arms on it. So it is what it is. But if you want to jump this truck, you're definitely gonna need some better shocks. That's probably why I put the shocks on those gold and silver shocks. Yeah, the set of 8. I had those on the truck, and it handled that. It took some jumps, man. Of course, there were some light jumps, but pretty much with the same setting right here. But I'm pretty sure I had a 2200 kV motor in it on success. So I really loosened that slipper clutch. Really loosened it when I was jumping this truck. And yet, since it handles so well, it really never hit the ramp so at a crazy awkward angle and went cattywampus and killed itself. Oh yeah. Man, you gotta love this thing. I mean, it makes me want to just, the way it's behaving right now, it makes me want to just tighten the slipper clutch all the way and throw a million in the center diff and just watch the thing just go nuts. But nope, I have an Outcast to do that too. Yeah, this truck is really just a nice run. Okay, before I decide to destroy the damn thing, let's see what's under the hood, since I really don't know. I mean, I just slapped the batteries in this thing and just call it a day. I know it has that narrow 200 BLX 200 in it. Yeah, I got the Ovonic batteries. Oh yeah, this thing in the center, I'm like, why couldn't more people put that in there? Oh yeah, the battery compartment. The battery compartment for this truck was like one of the most terrible pieces of shit that I ever seen in my life. I'm just making it plain and simple. Yuck. So I just ripped it off. I didn't care what broke. I just ripped the whole thing off, put some straps on there, and called it a day. Done. Whole lot something. I mean, I'm just one strap, two straps, done. And then I'll strap in both batteries and call it a day. Matter. Yeah, let's not do that again. Those fuse motors, they know how to get hot. On 6S, they know how to get real hot. But my God, this chassis is so freaking beautiful. It really is. I mean, it is beautiful. It's boxed. The skid plates are reinforced. Oh man. So wait a minute. What upgrades did I have on this truck that I never put on there? The diff cases. Yeah, the aluminum diff cases. The shock towers. The aluminum steering knuckles, pivots, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, what else? I think it was a little piece that went on the chassis itself. Yeah, the little piece that was up in there. Oh boy, but other than that, my God, this truck is sick. It really is. I mean, you hear people saying they don't make them like they used to all the time, but they really fucking don't. This truck, if the E-Max was more like this truck, it would have probably been one of the best RCs of all time. And here you go, right here. Of course, people being people, they will absolutely take this truck out and want to jump it to hell and back. But I'm really not like that. I got plenty of trucks to jump me to hell and back. Plenty of trucks that got plenty of parts. Even though this one do have plenty of parts available. Oh yeah, I did put tape, the sealant tape all over the body because I don't want to destroy it. And this tape really does work. It really works. I mean, my God, it really works. But of course, this is a body. I mean, this is how bodies used to be back in the day. And it's definitely not flimsy with that tape. With the tape off, it's kinda raggedy. But with it on there, it's awesome. Oh yeah, and another thing about these tires is that there's a cheap version on Amazon of these tires. I got a set of them and they feel just about the same. They're probably not the same since they're so freaking cheap, but yeah, it is what it is. They look the same. But you know how the China stuff is. I mean, it can either be a wash or it can either be decent. And most of the time it's a wash. Oh boy. But this truck, sometimes I wonder just why did I put it up? Because I ran this thing along with my V1 Creighton. And they pretty much drove my participation in this hobby for a long time. I mean, a long time. I mean, I only had this truck and the Creighton. I only had these two trucks. I want to say for a good 3 years. But I also had this truck along with my Slash and that damn Stampede. But since those two, oh my God. Oh yeah, I also had this, I had this truck alongside a lot of Traxxas cars, and this truck just showed them up so bad that I don't have any more of those Traxxas cars anymore. I mean, I know the E-Revo blew up and the Stampede broke so many times that I just threw it somewhere and never saw it again. The Slash I probably tried to upgrade, but then it broke so many times too that I just threw it away, just like the Stampede. I mean, I wasn't greedy or anything, but back in the day, all I would do was just what I'm doing right now, just drive the truck in the field. Just loving how it handles. And if they can't handle that, then I'm like, screw it. If they can't handle that, they're useless. I mean, I don't know how many times I took that darn Stampede out, and I would just be running it, and it would flip over just like this thing did, and it would be done. That flip over would rip up a diff, blow a dry shaft, even tear up a tire. I had that happen a few times on a tumble, actually rip a tire. Because I always try to correct it, went in the tumble instead of just letting it go. And the one tire would catch a rut, and the other tire would spin up, and it would be done. A lot of people say that this truck didn't need the slipper. The center diff would be enough. But if this truck didn't have the slipper, that would burn the center diff up. I mean, as soon as that slipper engages, this thing will stop wheeling. All that wheeling stuff, the crazy ballooning that the front wheels are doing, is done. See, you can actually hear the slipper engage when it does that. And as soon as that slipper engages, it's done. It goes right back to the ground. And that's exactly what it needs to do. Because if it don't do that, how many times have I blown up the center diff in the outcast before replacing it with the metal? And that's what I don't want to do with the EXB. Because the EXB don't have the aluminum diff, the aluminum center diff yet, unless you want to go Vitavon. Oh yeah. And the way I got this truck geared with the 1600 kV motor and the slipper clutch being loose, it's more or less behaving like I'll run 4S in the crate, which is perfect with this truck, especially since it's 9 years old. I mean, what other 9-year-old truck you're gonna go down in your basement and grab, throw a battery in it, and it'll run? Even after not being touched for over 3 years. Oh my God. And you can still buy this truck. Of course, it won't be from Team Associated, but there are still ways of getting this truck. I mean, my hobby store even runs into these things every once in a while. I'll go there and see this thing just sitting up there. Of course, it won't have the original body in it. It looks like it's been gutted and turned to meat. But if I went in there again and saw one of these things, yeah, I'm coming out with it. But I guess the reason why this thing survived so well, on top of being what it is that I trashed all the traction scars. I pretty much took out my bashing acclimate on the traction scars, while this thing in the Creighton stayed relatively intact. Come to think of it, I haven't had my V1 or V2 Creighton on the channel either. I wonder how they're doing. Of course, I'm pretty sure that called it right. I'm pretty sure the V1 Creighton most likely don't have an ESC in it. And V2 Creighton, I have no idea what that has in it. I should have took a look at it while I was down there. But this thing for 9 years old, is a seriously strong runner. And even if I wanted to really bash this thing and jump it, all I would have to do is just throw the shocks on there and call it a day. I wouldn't do anything else to it. Well, except maybe put those aluminum shock towers on there. Because way back when, I did see a lot of people break those shock towers jumping this truck. And even so, they will break the shock towers and that'll bend the shock shaft and all kinds of crazy nonsense. Whatever. Nope, nope. Of course, I wouldn't mind putting those RPM arms on there, but I looked at them and they're blue. They're blue. Yeah, the nice light blue color. Now, how long is this thing gonna run? I know I got those 8,000 milliamp 3S Electronic packs in there, but this thing is running forever. My God! And even before I started this video, I was out here for like 20 minutes. So that's 1600 kV motor. That thing really don't take any kind of energy at all to keep on ripping. Okay, how long has it been? Yeah, I think I'll stop right here. It's been over 30 minutes. And I've been out here for 20 minutes before that. So these packs, they've been going for 50 minutes. Are you joking me? Are you nuts? Huh? That can't be right. I mean, I was out here for 20 minutes even before I started the video, just making sure the truck wasn't gonna crap on me. And I definitely haven't changed packs. And it's still haven't reached LVC. Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to go until it reaches LVC. Because I have no clue. These packs cannot last that long. And I know they have a small C rating. I think the C rating is like 50 or something. But to go this long, like did I even set the LVC for this thing? Or can you? I think the BLX 200 only has 2 settings anyway. Man, how can a 9-year-old truck do all this? Now, this is what I would like for LVC. LVC, that's LVC. Okay, so 34 on the dot. So oh my God, that's 20 minutes there. These batteries are almost going for an hour. Nearly an hour. That is nuts. That is literally insane. Literally insane. Wow. Oh no. Of course, let's see what is the temperature out here. It is 55 degrees. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's like the complete sweet spot for operating one of these things. Doesn't need to be too warm, doesn't need to be too cool. Yeah. Man, Team Associated Rival. And they made that little 10 scale thing with the crappy drive shafts. I still gotta replace those drive shafts with something. And the drive shafts that fitted on the truck that it took after that I won't really name won't fit that truck. No matter what I do. So maybe I can try to fit some slash drive shafts on the damn thing. Because other than that, the truck is absolutely brilliant. The truck is brilliant. That little 10 scale thing is brilliant. Well, the arms are junk, but now RPM actually have arms for it. Yay, and I got a set. So as soon as I figure out the drive shafts, it can go back to running. Oh yeah, the knuckles on that truck is a little garbage too, but there's aluminum upgrades for all of that. Okay, Team Associated Driver, my bay. Man, I still can't believe I just went and grabbed the stupid truck, threw some body posts on it, and like just said, go at it. I didn't do anything else to it except throw the lovely 1/5 scale Outcast Willie bar on the back, and it actually looks freaking awesome on there. Man, I mean, it's big. It's definitely big, and it can definitely pull a wheelie even with the slipper clutch like 3/4 the way tightened up, which is insane. Yep, the only truck with a slipper clutch and the center diff, and absolute perfect drivetrain. The drivetrain on this truck is perfect. It's perfect. I'm not gonna ever say that about any other truck ever again. The drivetrain on this truck is perfect. It is. It's perfect. What else can I say about it? It's perfect. Eesh. Done. The end. Team Associated Driver. Go on, drive off into the sunset.